Feast of the Epiphany, which means appearance, is meant to be the manifestation of God. And you can hear from all three readings, the emphasis is on, this is a universal invitation. In the first reading from Isaiah 60, they talk about the Jewish people as they reconstruct their society and their life after the exile, being not simply a country, but a message for all peoples that will be drawn, a message that will draw them to God. And of course, as I said in the introduction to the Ephesians reading, one of the most remarkable proofs of Christianity is that it broke barriers that had never humanly been broken before. That is to say, Jew and pagan and old and rich and poor and free and slave had sat down together in Christ. It is the example today that's compelling, that faith lived makes all people your brothers and sisters, whether they're legal or illegal, or whether they're rich or poor, or whether they speak English or Urdu or whatever. In whatever language, they are brothers and sisters. And the proof of that is the power, I think, more than any of the miracles for me. And that's why, in the gospel, in the Gospel of John, Jesus is always emphasizing the unity. By the love shall know you. In that, there is a message that mankind needs, that we need, right? We need a message that breaks the barriers between right and left and rich and poor and however you divide up humanity. But there's also there are many messages, right? But there's also the message that some people are seeking God from all over. And that this message is a universal message, accepted by some and rejected by others. I mean, Herod, as we all know, is the perfect example, and perhaps, as it says, all Jerusalem with him, upset that there might be something else, a Messiah coming that we don't control. So there are a substantial number of humanity that are not yet open to the message, for whatever reason. Herod had his reasons. Maybe you or I have our reasons. We like our religion in bite-sized pieces. Something we can do on a Sunday morning, but doesn't keep us out of the bars on Monday night. Something that's, a civilized religion. Something tame. But there are people, we don't even know who these people are. We only call them three kings because they're three gifts. I don't know who. We call them kings, but they say they're magi. So who are these people? Matthew doesn't tell us. They're kind of representative of all those people whose hearts are searching to know God, searching to experience full salvation. Religion, faith in God without limit. Faith that breaks the barriers, that opens us to the whole world, that takes away our desire for vengeance, that takes away our drive for greed, or however you see it. It's a way of, and I'm sure there are most of us here probably feel that same desire. We want to know, we want to see what God meant for us to be, not just the way we planned our life out. But we want to know how God can make us really free. Not just free to buy this car or that car, or this house or that house, but free to live without limit our love. That's what these magi, obviously, we don't know who they were. It's even better we don't. But, so I want to, if you're that kind of person, like I am, who want to live a life without limit, you've come to the right place. Now, I don't mean St. Charles, although hopefully so. But you've come to the right person. And I don't mean me. I mean God. This is the area that can that can set you free. Now, at the end of Mass, and I hope you stay at least to the announcement, because there are a couple, what do you call them? Discovering Christ, a couple of invitations I want to offer that might be the way that you grow in your faith. So they're not the only way. There are many others offered by this community, but this is one that's beginning in this month. And, it's a free dinner and free fellowship and a kind of a reflection on who we are and what's the purpose of our life. And it's worthy of asking. So you'll hear about that at the end. But I encourage all of us, if we feel like we want to grow, ask God. Take advantage of discovering Christ or whatever. Read the scriptures of each day, but let God speak His truth to you. Let Him make this year different from last in the sense that you and I are truly on fire in a deeper way with love. Not simply love of God, but love of each other. As I said to the kids, the only thing they have to give, they don't have any gold to bring you back or anything from the liturgy of the Word. They have, and you have, the love that you can give. And with God's grace, you can live that love without limit. So I invite you. God, we're better than me. God invites you. If you're hungry, come to the Lord. Come to the Lord. He will transform your life.